Hi, I'm Lango, and this is Investor Plays Quick Picks, where we communicate to you some of the market's best investment ideas in just 5 minutes. Today, we're going to be talking about a pot stock named Canopy Growth, ticker CGC. Now, Canopy Growth has been nothing but a disappointment for the past few years because this company was supposed to be the face of a burgeoning cannabis megatrend, and yet the stock has gone nowhere and done absolutely nothing. But that's all about to change. Okay, what Canopy Growth was supposed to be, they are now turning into slowly but surely. And as they do over the next few years, Canopy Growth stock is finally gonna take off like a rocket ship. I'm talking from around 15 bucks today to 60 bucks over the next few years. So get in now before this huge 300% rally materializes. When it comes to the cannabis market boom, it's not a matter of if, but a matter of when, right? Like, it is going to happen, okay? The demand is there. Young consumers smoke cannabis, ingest cannabis, drink cannabis more than they drink alcohol. And these young consumers are just growing up and getting more and more purchasing power and becoming a bigger and bigger influence on the global economy. So what does that mean? Well, in 5-10 years, there will be as much demand to buy cannabis as there is demand to buy alcohol. And alcohol, well, the global alcoholic market, that's a multi-$100 billion market that has several $50 billion, $60 billion, $70 billion companies. Why won't the cannabis market get there one day? Spoiler alert, it will. It's just a matter of when that's going to happen. And I think it's going to happen much sooner than you think. Canada, as the first developed country to fully and nationally legalize cannabis, is essentially the model that everybody else is going to follow. And Canada screwed up at first. There's no denying that. They really didn't know how to do it, and why should they? It's a brand new substance, a brand new market. There were bound to be hiccups, and indeed there were. But now Canada's starting to figure that out. They've loosened restrictions on how many retail stores can open that sell cannabis. They've loosened restrictions on direct-to-consumer channels. They're allowing more and more variants in the market, like edibles and vapes and beverages and chocolates. Now, in doing so, the legal market is finally starting to look a lot like the illegal market in Canada. And demand is shifting from black market to legal market because consumers don't want to adopt those black market risks. Basically, this is super important because one, it means that Canada's market, which has struggled, is finally going to boom. And two, everybody else that legalizes weed now hereafter, whether it be the UK, the US, doesn't matter, can follow Canada's example. Let's not do what they did in 2018 and 2019 and rather do what they did in 2020 from the get-go so the market can boom from the get-go. So this now gives the global cannabis market a platform from which to accelerate growth meaningfully over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. And to that end, I think the global cannabis boom started in 2020. So why hasn't Canopy Growth stock rebounded if the cannabis boom started in 2020? Well, because it takes time for these things to show up in the financials, right? Canopy has to cut back on spending. They have to get the demand in the right channels. They have to organize things. They have to slim down their operations. And so there's, a 3-6 month lag between the trends and the sand starting to shift and Canopy's numbers actually getting better. And because of that, I think that Canopy's numbers will start to get better in the second half of 2020, in 2021, and when they do, that's when the Canopy Growth stock rebound will start. Once the Canopy Growth stock rebound starts, it's just up, up, up and away for this name because there is so much potential in the cannabis market. As I said earlier, the global cannabis market at scale will look a lot like the global alcoholic beverage market at scale. And that's a several $100 billion market with $50+ billion companies. Canopy projects to be one of those giants in the cannabis market. So maybe it doesn't get as big as the alcoholic beverage market, but still, under conservative modeling, call it a 60, 70, $80 billion market at scale. Say Canopy nabs 10% of that. Well, my numbers say that this is easily a $60 stock by the end of the decade. That's 4x upside, 300% upside potential over the next several years. It's gonna be tough to find that sort of upside potential anywhere else. So to that end, I say buy CGC stock while it is depressed. Hold it, be patient, let the tailwinds kick in. Long term, this one's going way, way higher. Well, that's all we have for this edition of Investor Play's Quick Picks. I hope you like what you saw. If you did, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, or if you like to read, come over and visit us at investorplace.com where we have some of the market's best analysis. Until next time, cheers and happy investing to all.